standing boldly before the face of those who have afflicted thee. Standing boldly before the face of those who have afflicted thee. Shalom, Akims. This is your Hebrew Israelite brother Mashaba here in the city of Detroit. We'd like to give all praises and all honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elects. We're making this video to highlight. We're going to highlight the fact that, okay, as we just ended a video concerning Ezekiel chapter 37, I read you the last verse, and the heathen shall know that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel. Okay, Israel. Is it this talking about the rest of the world, or talking about Israel? No, he sanctified Israel, only his people. When my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forever. Okay, forever. That time is coming. Okay, that time is coming. Let's go to. We're gonna go to. Go down here to. Oops. Did I push the right one? Yeah, I did. Good. Matthew chapter 24. Okay, we're gonna go to Matthew chapter 24. Verse what? Verse 30. Okay, verse 30. And it starts off, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man. We're talking about Yahweh in the heavens. Okay, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. We're talking about all the tribes. It's 18 tribes. All the tribes shall mourn. Why? Because when Yahweh comes, he's coming. It's going to be the day of the Lord, and he's coming to well, here it is. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds. They're talking about the chariots of the Most High, okay, of heaven, with power and great glory. We talking about, remember, he's not coming. He says, Yahushua says, I shall not meet thee as a man, okay? He's coming back as an angelic force, a power, okay, to be reckoned with. And Esau, there's nothing that he can do. Nothing he can do, But he's going to try, but still, there's nothing that he can do. Okay. Verse 31. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect. Now, does this say that he's going to gather the whole world? He's going to gather, the Edomites. He's going to gather the Amorites. Did he say he's going to gather any of the other nations, the heathen nations? No. He said he's going to gather his elect. And his elect can only be found where? In the nation of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. Remember, Revelation chapter 7. 7. Okay, 12,000 sealed from each tribe of the nation of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay. Gather his elect from the four winds, okay, of what? The earth, from one end of the heavens to the other. Okay, he's coming to take care of business. Okay, he's coming to take care of business. Now, also, we're going to go to, let's see, we want to go over to, let's go to, we can go to Jeremiah. No. Come back here. Let's see, we're going to go to Jeremiah. Just give me a second here. I like this here, the thing here. Jeremiah chapter, y'all know where I'm going. Jeremiah chapter 16. Verse. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go right here. 14. Verse 14. Okay. Therefore, because this time is coming. Therefore, remember, once Yahushua gathers up all the nations, and he's going to send every man back to his own tribe. He's going to separate the sheep from the goat. He's going to Matthew chapter 25. Okay, I do believe that is. He's going to verse 30 through I'll tell you what. Let's just get it. Okay. Let's just get it. Matthew chapter, what I said, 25. Matthew chapter 25, verse 30. Okay. Okay. I've got other darkness. Okay, and verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory. Okay. Remember, he's coming in his glory. We just got to read that. In his glory, and all the holy angels with him. Okay. We're talking about all the angels. Remember, he's going to empty out, Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. He's going to empty out all of the host of all the angels in the kingdom of heaven. We're talking about a number that is unnumerable. Unnumerable. Can't even be counted. Can't even be counted. Okay. Of all the holy angels with him, then shall he set upon the throne of his glory. Okay. Verse 32. And before him shall be gathered all nations. And why? And he shall separate. Remember, he's a separatist. That's why he made set forth that there be tribes, and each tribe has its own separate thing. Okay. You see? And he shall separate them one from another. Okay. As a shepherd divided his sheep from the goat. Okay. Okay. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on his left. Okay. You see? Because, and verse 34, then shall the king say, talking about Yahushua, say unto them on his right hand, come ye blessed of my Father. Now, that's talking about the hopeful elects. Okay? They will be talking about men, women, children that Yahweh had chosen before the foundation of this earth. Okay, Jeremiah chapter 1, verse of 5. Okay? Inherit the kingdom prepared. Okay? Prepared by who? Yahushua. Okay, remember, he said, I shall go and prepare a place for you in my Father's house. Okay? For there are many mansions. Okay? Prepare for you, us, from the foundation of the world. So ain't that what I just said? Okay. Ain't that what I just said? Okay. For verse 35, for I was an, okay, they're going on off into something else that we wanted to go off into, but you get the understanding. Now let's go on back on over to Jeremiah 16:14. Now, verse 14, therefore, behold, the days coming, saith the Lord, and that it shall no more be said, okay? No more be said, the Lord liveth, and that bringeth up the children of who? Of Israel. Now, did it say the Lord bringeth up the children of the world? Or does it say bringeth up the children of Israel, the nation of Israel? Making that solid. Out of the land of Egypt. Now, did Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, bring the whole world up out of the land of Egypt? Or did it just bring who? Israel, the nation of Israel. Us Hebrew Israelites. We were the ones brought up out of the land of Egypt. Okay, the house of bondage. Okay, verse 15. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the who? Who? the children of Israel, not the whole world, but the children of Israel from the land of the north. Now, what land of the north? What is the land north of Israel? The Americas, North America. Okay, Idumea, Basra, Babylon, this mystery Babylon sister, land of confusion, house of bondage, a spiritual Egypt. I mean, spiritual Asia, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and out of all the lands, we talking about everywhere where we were scattered through the despair out throughout the whole nations, throughout the whole world, where we were scattered, driven by who? Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua. Okay. And I will bring them again into their land. Now, who's going to do this? Yahweh Shai, when he gets here, he's going to take us over into our land, Israel and Jerusalem. Remember, that's our motherland, Galatians chapter 4, verse 26. Okay, he's going to take us over there. We don't have to go over there ourselves. He's going to do all that and take care of all that. That's when he's going to came and overthrow all the governments here in this world. Okay, and throw them all down. And we would have done set up, hopefully elects, we would have done set up the government for the kingdom of heaven. Okay, that I give unto their fathers. Okay, this was promised to us, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our forefathers, this land. Okay, so we remember that and have understanding of that. Now let's go over to Wisdom of Solomon. Okay, because the time is coming. When starting off verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness. Okay. Before the face of such as have afflicted him. For the nations have taken counsel against us, have afflicted us, have trodden us down, have placed us in the low place. We've undergone what we have gone through because we had to come to learn and understand these things so that when the time comes, when our affliction of what we've been going through has been lifted by the Almighty Father, and we are in our time of prosperity. I do believe that's Sirach chapter 11, verse 25. And during the time of prosperity, the time of afflictions is forgotten, or something to that degree, roughly paraphrasing, Salakia. But the time is coming. Okay, we shall stand boldly because as the dry bones, we have received our cartilages, we have received our veins, blood vessels, muscles, tendencies, sinews, all these back onto the dry bones, and we're standing boldly before the enemy. Ezekiel chapter 37. Ezekiel chapter 37. We're standing boldly, okay, before our enemy, before those who have afflicted us, okay, and made no mention, no account of his labor. No, they have not made no account of our labor. There was a house that I had just recently had that just burnt up. Yahweh, I placed the situation in Yahweh's hands, and his decision was to burn it up. He had a solar power, a generator, battery to explode, lithium ion battery to explode, and it caught everything around it on fire, and that caught the house on fire, and the house burnt up. And so, and the land bank, they had already did their last inspection, and they were supposed to just give me my deed, and so, but they didn't. And plus, hater ass neighbors were involved, and on this block and the next block, and it was just a whole bunch of mess. So Yahweh's decision about the whole thing was just burn it up. So that's what he did, and so so now it's all about the clean slate and start all over. There it is. I lost some of everything. you know. But we bear the indignation of the Lord because we have sinned against him. Okay? And so, but no matter what, we still keep the faith, right? 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 7 and 8. I fought the good fight. I studied the course. I kept the faith. Henceforth is a crown of righteousness laid up for me, not only for me, but also for all those who love his appearing, love his coming. Okay, and so 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 it is what it is. We continue and keep going forward, no matter what. And remember, we're going through the furnace. You going through some things. Remember, be an encouragement to other brothers, because you may not be going through something right now, but stay tuned. Remember, this fight is not over. You don't know what's coming up. You don't know what's next. You don't know what Yahweh is doing with you or and the next brother. You don't know. So you don't know what you got planned. You don't know what fires of adversity that Yahweh is going to take you through, because if Yahweh is working with you, he's going to take you through some things. He's not going to call you his son and not or daughter and not take you through anything. You best believe you will be going through something if you are his son or his daughter. Remember, only the hopeful elect go through these things. See, we go through the fires of adversity and purification now, okay, and so that we don't have to go through it later. So that way we'll pull through the fire, okay. But the 2/3, the 2/3, the heathens and the Edomites, they're going to be burnt up. They're not coming through the fire. Right now, they living it up. They're enjoying themselves, enjoying society, being able to do whatever they want to do. All that's coming to a close. It's all about to shut down. The international governments, they got until December 4th, 2022, to make a decision on a certain deal that they're supposed to sign. All come together and agree on and sign. If they don't, then guess what? The train industry linking the different international governments, different countries, is going to go on shutdown, meaning an automatic shutdown in the supply line. Remember, they already hit us with what? They hit us with the cargo shipping containers that were fell off or thrown off the barges out at sea. Okay, those ships, tossed those out. Plus, they hit us with what? They hit us with the blockage of the international bridge, the Ambassador Bridge, and some of the other bridges coming in from Canada and from Mexico, to make sure that food line was shut. Plus, the truckers, they went on a strike. And there was there was a time when some food on the shelves were bare, because they wasn't delivering food from the warehouses to the stores. Okay, so they hitting everybody with what? The shortage and the blockage of food. Okay, and right now other goods and essentials that the people need. Okay, no matter what category, all things are being short. Okay, so then what this means? As the Bible tells us, when you see the soldiers gathering outside of the cities, prepare yourself, get ready, because it's about to be a siege, and that's what's about to happen. It's about to be a shutdown, a complete shutdown of society. We about to go on off into 2023, as the apostles and elders and bishops of the Great Millstone believe, as I too also believe, that 2023 will be actual all-out World War III. It's going to be in full effect then. Okay, there's going to be another terrorist attack on America. It's going to be Joe Biden is going to pass. Kamala Harris is she's going to become a president, and she's already made it clear that she is going to enact and enforce, reinstate the draft, because a lot of the young men that's out there right now, they're not a soldier ready, they're not battle ready, and they're not going to volunteer. So what else are you going to do but draft them? And so Putin had to do the same thing over there in Russia in order to gather up 300,000 men. He can't do it again now. So he done. So now he got to come with a nuclear offensive. Okay, verse 2. When they see it, and yeah, it's going to be horrible when they see it. They shall be troubled with terrible fear. Yeah, they really is, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. See, when Jacob, when we are raised up, when we are caught up into the chariots. Okay, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 53. Okay, when we are changed over into our supernatural spiritual bodies. Okay, the other nations, they're going to be completely amazed and astonished when they see that all this time they had been treating us like crap, and they wouldn't listen to a word that we said, and they didn't want to believe us. Okay, Psalm chapter 110, verse 3. In the day of thy power, thy people shall be willing. The time is coming when the people are going to be willing to believe what we say and what we have said, and the word, and the prophecies. When they see them unfolding right before their very eyes, and they see us, the men of the Lord, of the Mashiach Yahushai, Yahweh's elect, hopeful elect, when they see us receive our spiritual powers. When they see us receive our spiritual powers, yeah, they're going to be willing to believe then at that time. Okay? Some, it's not going to be too late for them. But for many, it will be too late. Okay? Because remember, even during the time when Moses had came and brought us out of Egypt, back in ancient days, you still had scoffers. They looked up, they seen the chariots. The chariots were above them, riding over above them. We're talking about 25 miles long, 20 to 25 miles long and wide. And so a pillar of fire, of light during the night, and the shade during the day. Go to the book of Exodus, and you'll see it. Okay, but what did our people believe then? No, the 2/3 they thought of all that it was witchcraft. The chariots, they thought of the chariots as witchcraft. They thought of the Lord as witchcraft. So the same they gonna think of today during these times. When they see us receive our powers, when they see all these different things, the miracles that the Lord is going to be performing, they still going to think of these things as witchcraft. You see, but that's okay. The 2/3, they're not going to come to learn the truth or even understand the truth until after death by pain. The 2nd Esdras chapter 9. Okay, and so we come into understanding of that. Okay, let us continue. Okay, strangers of his salvation, and so far beyond all that they looked for, because they're not expecting for some chariots. And Esau, the so-called white man, that red devil, he got the world thinking that the chariots are UFOs, and that the angels on the inside, that he got them thinking that those are little green men from Mars or something. You see? And so, or some evil alien race coming to destroy the world. Okay, Esau don't put up a space defense system. Call himself want to fight against Yahushua when Yahushua comes. You know what's going to happen. Need I say more? Verse 3. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, because their spirits are going to be brought low. Anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he. Right. See, because they're going to have much anguish of spirit, because they're going to feel real low all this time. Just like my sister. Just like everybody else. She thought of me as what she called me. She called me a Hebrew Israelite psychotic conspiracy nut. That's what she called me. And so, and so again, Micah chapter 7 verse 10. She who is my enemy, okay, she gonna be trodden down, okay, like the common myrrh in the streets, okay. So and that's the way it is with. See, you got to remember this. If your family members and your friends, if they and your job and all this and that, and whatever organizations you're working for and whatever people you associate with, if they're not serving Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, then they are dead weight to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. He ain't gonna love them because you love them. He don't give a crap or care about who you think they are. You see. Remember, you'll be wasting your time if you're serving any organization or anyone, family or friends, anyone. If they're not serving Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, then why are you serving them? Remember, James chapter 4, verse 4. Do ye not know that friendship with the world is enmity with Yahweh? You see, remember, who wrote this movie? Who wrote this life? Who wrote our life? Yahweh did. Second Ezra chapter 6. Before he created anything, he first sat back and thought about it all. He considered it all. Every little thing before he created us or anything. Okay. And so we got to remember that. Okay. Within themselves. This was he. Okay, yeah. So they'll be feeling have anguish of spirit. Okay, saying within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision. Yeah, held us up in derision, and a proverb of reproach. Okay, had spoken bad about our names. Our names was not reverenced. Okay, we were kept down, held down, and lies told upon us, lies on top of lies. Verse 4, we fools accounted his life madness, and that's the way the people thought. People have thought of me as that Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 28. The Lord shall strike thee with madness and blindness and faintness of heart. But that's what I've been going through, right? Because that's what us Israelites we go through. When you come into this truth, you're gonna find yourself becoming more of a loner. You're gonna become more of a loner, and you really only gonna be seeking for those and looking for those who are one in sync with you. That's just simply the way it is, because you're gonna be seeking to serve Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. And not be playing games on the side. And his end to be without honor. Okay? Verse 5. How is he numbered among the children of Yahweh? Okay, and his lot is among the saints. Okay? Because we come to the understanding of all these different things. Okay, when we take forth the time to serve Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, he makes it clear to us what our duties are. Okay, as to who we are, what we are, why we are, and what our duties are unto Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Verse 6. Therefore have we erred. Yeah. Error. This is what they're gonna be coming to understanding when people realize that we really are Hebrew Israelites. Okay. We have really erred from the way of truth, and we are the truth. Remember, Yahweh said, I am the way, I am the light, and I am the truth. Why? Because all down here on the earth is what? All lies. Okay. And the light of righteousness had not shined unto us. Okay. And the Son of righteousness rose not upon us. Okay. Verse 7. And this is what they is going to be realizing. After all that they done been done against us, they ain't gonna have no choice but to realize these things. Verse 7. We worried ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as far the way of the Lord, we have not known it. They don't know it. The Edomites and heathens And the 2/3, they don't know the way of the Lord. John chapter 10, verse 27. My sheep, they know me. They know my voice. They hear me and they follow me. And I know them. Roughly paraphrasing. Salakia. But you get what I'm saying. The Lord makes it clear whom his sheep are. Okay, because we hear the Lord. We hear his voice. We know him. And he know us. That's why we have a relationship with him. That's why when he come, we are cloaked with the word. So he know who we are. We know who he is. But the rest of the world don't know him. Okay, and they are a withering vine, and they are cloaked with strange apparel. Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 8. Okay, verse 8. What hath pride profited us? Okay, because they've had much pride. Esau had much pride in what he'd been doing against. He wrote all types of books, made movies, videos, documentaries, all different things on how he done us. Done our people, but busted our people, Bronco busted our people, raped our women and our children right in our faces, and we could do nothing about it but get raped next. You understand? And so, or what good hath riches with our vanity, with our vanity brought us, okay? And haven't brought them nothing. And brought them why? Because they won. If you steal from someone, you got to give it back when the time comes to pay or repay for what you've done. Okay? Verse 9. All those things are passed away like a shadow, and as a post that has by. Okay? That's just simply the way it is. That's just simply the way it is. Verse 10. And as a ship that passeth over the waves of the water, which when it is gone, and by the trace thereof cannot be found, neither the pathway of the keel in the waves. And that's simply the way it's going to be. That's just simply the way it's going to be. Look, we're going to end this video off here because I know it done went over long, and I really didn't want it to, but it has. Okay, but we try to keep our videos within under 40 minutes now because, sometimes when you go on a brother's site and you want to watch a video, okay, fine. If it's an hour, half hour, fine. But anything after over 40 minutes, you really don't want to be sitting there, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours watching the video unless it's actually that juicy, unless it actually got that much spiritual meat on that spiritual bone, So we try to keep it under. So hopefully you've been edified by today's video. Okay, by today's lesson. This is your Hebrew Israelite brother, Mashaba, here in the city of Detroit. We'd like to give all praises and all honors to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, by Shem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elects. Shalom to the hopeful elects.